Okay, this is recording on our corner kick sets, and we have three different sets, or one really set that we have, and then three different plays we run out of it. So let's first talk about a set that we want to do here. So when we have a corner, obviously we're going to have the guy on service over here, and we'll call it to play whatever the case is. Now the service guy, he has the opportunity to call the play himself, or if he sees a defensive scenario where he can call an audible, this is the guy to make the call. Okay, so we want to make sure that he's the one making that call. Now, a couple things when we get set is, in all these situations, let's just first talk about different positions. So obviously we're the red team here. The first thing we want to do is we want to take one of our defenders, because we don't really need four people back on an attacking corner. So we want to take one of our players and put him from the back four and put him on the goalie. Okay, so that way that guy is occupied. So that way we have this basically three guys back. Now the strong side defensive back, he needs to get to the sideline and appear that he is out of the play. Okay, he needs to be casual. Really, we can't talk to him, and because we don't want to call him out and the defense pick him up. We want this guy to remain unmarked if we can. Obviously, the weak side defense, he can get to attacking position, and he is almost like cleanup. If the ball goes wide, he can get a reservice, counter service from the other side. Now, the other positions we have here are A, B, and C. A is simply the front runner guys, so that's the A position, and then we have the B position right behind them, and then we have the lone guy in the back, which is the C position. Okay, so looking at those things there. Those are our positions. So again, the other gentleman on the field, getting those positions. Obviously, we want to have a strong attacker in the C position. Really, the guys that we're looking to score or perhaps get a touch on the ball is the B. The A people are for decoys and then second engagement on the corner. So let's take a look to see what we have here. Okay, so let's look at play. For instance, anything that ends with a 1 through 5. So I could say 31 because it ends in a 1, or 84 because it ends in a 4. Anything that is less than 5, okay, is the play that we're calling. So that way we can run a different number and still run the same play, and the defense won't hopefully pick up on it. So let's talk about what happens. Now the first two guys, A guys, are decoys. So the A guys are simply going to run in on the play before the service even happens. So these guys really start to queue. So once we're set and we're able to attack, these guys go in. And their idea is to hopefully take the first two defenders with them. By the time that they get to about the 6-yard line, or maybe a hair before, they want to get deep, at least to the 6, then that is when the ball is being serviced. Okay, so let's keep that over there. Now, the A players then do an end around and come back the other way and basically turn and backtrack. Now they'd actually turn around and run the other way, hopefully to get these guys in a position to keep them marked. While this happens, this opens up a lane here for B players to then attack on goal. And again, they want to come in and get to a position outside of the 6. So the ball, this is a target. If we have a target, the ball is going to come in, and you got a far post position, a near post position, and so forth. Okay. Now again, if these guys get marked up and so forth, the C player, he comes in behind the B, and his job is basically to get to the ball or get to space that's left over. Again, this is not a really scripted run. It all depends on what their defensive set is, how they react to our A and B movement. So again, this a secondary play. Or if the ball goes high on the service, we need a guy here. Now again, as the ball comes in, if it's a great ball to the 6, then hopefully the B players can pick up on it and so forth. If the ball is wide, then we have, or high, we have the C player clean up. And then notice we have the A players. This is that second engagement where they can go through and get the second cleanup, and then we get the high cleanup over here. So that is our thing. So the ball gets deflected out, then the A player can re-engage in service. So that is the scenario that we do for any play that's 1 through 4, okay? Any number less than 5, okay? And again, these guys are active. Now, the only other thing that I want to do is we don't want this guy to stay here the whole time. As the A players retreat out, we want this guy to, again, clear space as well. So again, he has to just read the scenario. He may go roll out this way. He may roll out this way. But again, we want to clear space to get the A and the B and C players open space going on goal. And again, this needs to be time runs. We want B and C players in full stride, service meeting them on the run so we get a good playable ball on the goalie, okay? So that's the objective here.